Welcome. Today we're going to demystify the Ashtanga sequence just a little bit. The full primary Ashtanga sequence takes about an hour and 30 minutes to do. We have 45 minutes today, so we're going to shorten it a little bit and make it very accessible for everyone to be able to do the poses. The Ashtanga sequence is really great about heating up our body internally so that we can stretch deeply and we'll build some strength. So you'll notice pacing, you'll notice modifications that I will show you along the way, and you'll notice poses that maybe you don't see all the time in a typical vinyasa class that really belong in this Ashtanga world. And again, just ways to get them adaptable for all of us. So I've got one block on each edge of my mat and I'm set up horizontally. This is for ease in camera as we switch back and forth from side to side. If you want to follow me here, then you'll be mirroring me. If you do your sequence vertically, then sometimes you will be facing away from the camera. So just so you know what your perspective is. I also do have a yoga strap and I'll just keep it behind me so that we can grab it in case we need it. Let's get started. We'll pull our shoulders back, tuck our chin a little bit down, and close our eyes. In Ashtanga, as in all forms of yoga, but definitely Ashtanga, Ujjayi breath is very important. We breathe in through the nose and out through the nose if we can. And as we do this deep breath, it's going to help our lungs and our heart work a little bit harder, which build up the heat internally. We're like a little furnace from the inside out. And this will help our body to feel strong as we move through the strength building poses, but also to keep us warm as we then transition into stretching. So let's establish that now, just breathing in and out through your nose. Like I said before, you'll notice that not all of the poses are going to be the traditional Ashtanga Primary Series sequence, but they're there to help us transition from pose to pose in a gentle way and in an accessible way. So let's open our eyes and come to all fours. We'll have our hands right below our shoulders and our knees right underneath our hips. This is to warm up our back so that we're ready for all of the many downward facing dogs that we're going to encounter together. So a little cat and cow to start. Drop your belly down, shoulders roll back. Inhale, send the gaze up to the sky. Exhale, round through the spine. We'll tuck our chin, pull our hips up and in. Inhale, arch, belly drops down, send the gaze up. Exhale, round, pull and lift. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Come back to neutral. That was just a quick little warm up, but let's lift up onto our toes and shift back into our heels and our hips. This is Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog as many people call it. And hopefully that little bit of spine warming helps you to approach this. If it still feels really tight, feel free to drop to your knees and just reach your arms forward. And this is more like a puppy dog, almost a child's pose, a little bit of an intermediate kind of position. If you're ready for that down dog though, jump back up. And remember, as we move through our vinyasa Surya Namaskara A, we're just gonna get warmer and warmer. So let's do that now. Bend your knees, look forward, inhale, step up or hop up or walk up to your hands. I just walked up as you saw. Exhale, fold down into your legs. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Let's reach up to the sky. And exhale, Samasthiti. Nice. Just so you know what's coming, we'll take 3 Surya Namaskara A, and 2 Surya Namaskara B. This is to warm our body, and I will show you modifications along the way, but we're going to try to get our pace set with these sequences. So here we go. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, excuse me, look up, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step back to a plank. If this is hard on your back, lower to your knees. Chaturanga, elbows bent, see if you can hover. I'm on my knees, as you can tell. Inhale, press up to upward facing dog. Exhale, roll back through your toes or your knees, and we're in Adho Mukha Svanasana. Here's where we pause. We pause here for 5 breaths. Too much? Drop to your knees. All of these changes can be done. No one's going to kick you out of class if you have to modify a pose. Really, it's a credit to you to listen to your body and listen to what your body needs. Bend your knees, look forward. Inhale. Again, I'll step forward. You can hop forward if you want. Exhale, fold down into your legs. Inhale, reverse swan dive, reach up to the sky. Exhale, arms by our sides. Good, let's do it again. Inhale, lift. We'll get used to the flow of it. Exhale, swan dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, look up. Ardha Uttanasana, hands can't stay on the floor, bring them to your shins. Exhale, hands down, step or hop back to plank and into Chaturanga. This time I'm showing it lifted. Inhale, raise up, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Good, feeling good. Keep that breath going. If you lost track of your breath, this is where you catch up. This is where you reestablish it, right here. Good. Bend your knees, look forward, step or hop. This time I'll hop up. Exhale, fold down into your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, reverse swan dive, Urdhva Hastasana up to the sky. Exhale, Samastiti. Keeping track, let's do one more of those. Inhale, lift, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, look up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, hands down, step or hop back, Chaturanga. Feel free to hop like I did. Stepping back is fine. Knees are fine. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good. Are we feeling warm yet? I hope so. Ashtanga relies a lot on this warming sequence to get our bodies warm so that we can move through it. Good. Bend your knees, look forward, inhale, step or hop up to the hands. Exhale, fold down into your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, reverse swan dive, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastiti. Excellent. Now let's change it. Surya Namaskara B. Starts with Utkatasana. Inhale, bend your knees, come up to Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. This we recognize. Inhale, look up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, hands down, step or hop back. Drop to your knees if you want to. Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Here's where we get a change. We're going to take the first one on the knee. Inhale, right foot steps forward. Drop your left knee down. Raise your arms either to the knee or up to the sky. So this is a modification. A typical or a traditional Surya Namaskara B, we're going to be standing. We'll try that next time. But here is a modification to make this maybe a little more accessible for everybody, take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Step up onto that left toe so you can step your right foot back and chaturanga. Here's where we build up beautiful arm strength with Ashtanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Other side, same modification. Inhale, left foot forward. Drop that right knee down. Hands either to the knee, that's great, or overhead. Good. We're pausing here just a little bit to feel our hips warm up and maybe to catch our breath if we're being honest. Inhale here. Exhale, hands down. Lift up onto that right toe. Step back. Inhale. Let's chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Here's where we get to pause again. We did pause a little bit on our knees, so we shouldn't be too winded, but always feel free if you need to drop to your knees for a child's pose. Good. Bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, step or hop forward. Exhale, fold down into your legs. Inhale, bend your knees. We stop where we started, so coming back into Utkatasana. And exhale, Samastiti. Good, you keeping track? We've got one more of those. Inhale, bend and lift, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, look up, halfway lift, maybe hands to the shins, always an option. Exhale, hands down, step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now, if you liked your knee, go there again. I'm going to show standing. Inhale, step your right foot forward, draw the heel or the knee down, and reach up, Virabhadrasana A. That's what it's called when we're standing. Inhale here. Exhale, hands down. Step that right foot back, chaturanga. Feel free to drop to your knees at any point. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, left foot forward. Drop the heel or the knee. Raise up, Virabhadrasana A. We're just taking an extra breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Hands come down. Step that left foot back. Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good. Now, hopefully, if we've done our job right, we're feeling warm. And this Adho Mukha Svanasana, this down dog, feels different than that very first one that we took together. Catch your breath. 5 breaths here. We're almost done. Let's bend our knees. Look forward. Inhale, step or hop up to the hands. Exhale, fold down into your legs. Inhale, bend and lift, Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, Samastiti. Nice job. Now we move into the standing poses. We take all this warmth with us to strengthen our muscles. So let's step our right foot back behind us and turn to the opposite side of the mat, having the right foot in front. Extend your arms. Inhale. Exhale, down to Trikonasana. Reach that right hand down and the left arm to the sky. Here you might utilize a block. You can place it on the big toe side of your foot for a little bit more lift. It's really important to keep this knee straight, and we don't want to bend it, so we just bring the ground a little closer to us. If you're a traditional Ashtangi, you might be grabbing your big toe. Good. We hold these poses for about 5 breaths. I mostly talked through it. So let's lift up. Inhale. Swivel our feet around. Just going to move that block. And exhale onto the left side. Do you see that quick transition? That's really typical for Ashtanga. We don't want to lose our body heat or our attention, our focus, as we take really long transitions from side to side. So we just do it quick and move right into the next side. You'll know if you need to use the block because you used it on the first side, you likely will use it on the second side. Feel free to utilize these tools. That's why we set them up for ourselves. Good. Good. Now let's transition. Inhale, lift up, turning our toes all the way and our hips all the way so that we can twist. This time we're going to take this left hand down to the right leg and move into Pravita Trikonasana. So we've twisted our body. This one's tricky. Use your block. Put it on the pinky toe side of your foot and extend that left arm up and right arm up into the sky. Good. Our hips are swiveled. We're getting deeper into our digestive system. Nice job. Here's our transition, nice and quick. Inhale, windmill those arms around, come through the center. Exhale, bring it down. Right hand down to that left leg. Use your block. Extend that right arm up to the sky. Swivel those hips toward each other. Feel how that changes the pose. A little bit deeper, isn't it? Good. Inhale, lift up. We'll dump the block. Come back to our center and step back to the top. This is our reset. We've just done one sequence. Now we'll move into our second. Inhale, step your right foot back again. Turn your body, and this time begin in a warrior two, Virabhadrasana B. We usually don't see Virabhadrasana B until further in the sequence, but again, we're modifying, we're progressing today. So we're going to take it here for just a breath. Inhale here. Let's deepen Parsvakonasana. Exhale, drop your elbow down. Start right here and pull overhead. This is not at all traditional to have the elbow on the knee, but it's a great modification. If you want to go deeper, here's your block. Take it on the pinky toe side of your foot and press into the floor. Or no block, hand to the floor on that pinky toe side of your foot. Feel that strong stretch through that whole side body. Parsvakonasana, extended side bend is what it means. Good. Now big transition. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, rotate, swivel your feet back into warrior two. This is our little prep. We're prepping our hips. We're prepping for our inner thigh. Take it down, maybe starting at the elbow. Maybe reaching for that block, pinky toe side of the foot. Maybe no block, on the floor, hand on the floor, pinky toe side of the foot. Good. Big length through that whole torso. Very nice. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, big step forward to the top of our mat. Huge adjustment of the hips. Let's square out our hips with Prasarita Padottanasana. Inhale, step your right foot back and turn your feet. Now I'm facing straight toward the camera. We're going to do all four of these poses today. So our toes are pigeon toeing just a little bit. Hands to our waist. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Take your hands down to the floor, or you've got a block close by, grab it, hands on that block. You'll know if you need a block if it feels like your knees want to bend. If they are able to stay straight, you probably don't need a block. So that's how you can tell. We're just bringing the ground closer to us. My arms are long, I don't need a block. So let's press into the floor. Inhale, lengthen our spine. Exhale, fold back down. Relax your neck, relax your jaw. Shift your weight forward toward your toes, and we can feel it all through the backs of our legs. Good. We only hold each position for 5 breaths. Inhale, press into the floor, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, bring your hands to your waist. Inhale, lift up. Nice job. Prasarita B. Exhale, pull your hands behind you. Squeeze those shoulder blades back there. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. And keep those hands right where they are. Now it's tricky. You might want to shift back into your heels. Don't do it. Keep your weight forward on your toes as well. And keep that squeeze in your upper back. Good. Inhale, lift all the way up. Nice work. Exhale, release and bring your hands back behind you. Here's where a strap might be really helpful. So if you have tight shoulders, take the strap behind you and then you can adjust where your hands are placed along that strap. Press into the strap or your hands. Look up. Inhale. Exhale. Fold forward, pulling the hands away from the back. So I dropped my strap, but you might have your strap and you might be wider than me. And that's great. Find what works best for you. We're really stretching out our upper body as well as getting the legs in that lower body. How fun, right? I think it's so fun. Good. Inhale, lift all the way up. Nice work. Exhale, release your hands. Prasarita D, take a breath. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Take your hands down. You can grab your ankles, your shins. If you can grab your toes, wrap your index finger and thumb around your big toe. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward, bending your knees and pulling yourself down. I'm sorry, not bending your knees, bending your elbows. Wrong part of my anatomy here. Good. This is our last stretch. We've been here for a long time. We can feel it. It's beautiful. Good. Inhale, lift all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands to your waist. Inhale, lift the rest of the way. Exhale, big step forward to the top of our space. Nicely done. The Ashtanga sequence always includes a balance, a standing balance. We're going to take a modification today, change it up just a little bit. So I'll face this direction so you can see what my legs are doing. We're going to lift that right leg, reach down and grab the big toe. Then extend the leg out. Now this might be too complicated to grab your big toe. So you can hand to the knee. You can also utilize a strap, placing that strap around the foot and lifting it up. I'll stick with the strap since that's where I landed last. Everybody find their way. Tricky to balance. We have to focus on our breath and focus on our core. Good. Now we're going to modify this a little bit. So we're going to swing that leg down, drop the strap, and just hover behind us. If you want more balance support, reach down for your block. It's kind of like a modified Warrior 3. Sometimes this is called Dikasana instead of Warrior 3. This traditionally, Dikasana would be here. This side is hard for me, so I'm going to utilize that block. Take one more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Let it float down. If you're down to the ground, let's lift up. Very nice. Do the other side. I'm going to turn. Move my strap out of the way. Reach down. Grab your left toe or your knee or utilize a strap. Here we are. Holding it out. This is Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. And we're just modifying by doing the front and the back instead of doing the side today. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale, release the toe. Swing it through. If you can come into Dikasana, Warrior 3, here you are. If you need to take your hands to the ground on a block, do so. Change it. Make it possible for your body. Whatever we choose, we're going to build up strength. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Lift up. From the ground, lift up. And release. Nicely done. In Ashtanga, we always do a vinyasa after a standing balance because sometimes we get frustrated in our head and we forget to breathe. So let's breathe, get that flow going again. Inhale, lift up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, look up, halfway lift. Feels so much warmer this time around. Exhale, hands down, step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, shift back to down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. See how far you've come, how different it feels just changing, after doing those warming standing poses, how much stronger and connected we feel. Now let's change our focus to stretching on the floor. So bend your knees, look forward, step, hop, or walk your way through to sit, or just swing your legs around and come to sit. Let's extend our legs out in front of us, preparing for Janu Shirsasana A. A strap's going to be really helpful here. So let's bend our right leg, pull it up, and that left leg stays extended. If it's hard to reach your toes, this is where the strap will extend your fingertip reach. So use it, hold on to it, sit tall, inhale, exhale, walk your way forward along that strap. If you can grab your foot, great. If not, don't worry about it. Mostly focus on keeping this left leg straight. Take a deep breath here, inhale. Imagine a string attached to your belly button, pulling up and in. Exhale, fold yourself all the way down. Good. This is where we can feel that outer right hip, the hamstring on the left side, and the low back as well. Good. Now inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Normally in an Ashtanga sequence, we would then move to the left side, but today we're modifying, we're going a little bit faster, so we're going to change this position to Janu Shirsasana B. You'll lift up and slide that right foot under so you can sit on it. Not everybody likes how this feels. There is a heel right in your pelvic floor. You may not enjoy that. So you could take a block instead, prop up your hips, and then just tuck this right leg underneath. Option A here on the block. Option B to sit on your heel. I'll show it from the block this first side. So again, take the strap around that left foot, sit tall, inhale, exhale, extend forward. One of the advantages, take our deep breath, pull up through the middle, inhale, exhale, fold down. One of the advantages of having this lift, the block or the heel underneath, it's going to make your hamstring work a little bit harder. It's going to give some stimulation to the top of your foot. It's hard to stretch the top of the foot. This is a pose that does so. So just enjoy what you can. If it feels strange and different, that's okay. Our bodies need challenges from time to time, but we listen to our breath and we don't push further than we're able. Good. Very nice. Lift up, inhale, we did it. Exhale, release, come off of your block, come off of your heel. Pull your knees up into the chest. Take your hands by your sides and just lift. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. That was a really quick vinyasa. If you didn't know it was there, you'd miss it. Quick little bandha lift. Extend that right leg out, left knee bent. Back to Janu Sirsasana A on the other side. Place your strap, sit tall, inhale, exhale, fold forward. Deep breath, Uddiyana Bandha engages, inhale, exhale, fold back down. Even here in our seated poses, we're keeping our transitions pretty quick, right? That's so that we don't lose the body heat that we built up in our standing poses, and your focus is going to change because we're sitting on the floor. So trying to keep that focus nice and strong. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Take that strap away. This time I'll show seated on the heel. So lift up, place yourself on the heel, place yourself on your block. Grab your strap again. Inhale, tall seat. Exhale, fold forward. Take that deep breath. Uddiyana Bandha engages. Inhale, pull up and in through the center. Exhale, fold yourself back down. Relax your neck. Relax your jaw. Enjoy how it feels to have a little extra stimulation on that right hamstring. Good. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Let's slide that away, slide the blocks away. Come off of your hip, your heel, and lay down on your back for bridge poses. We're going to do one Setu Bandha Sarvangasana bridge and one Urdhva Dhanurasana wheel. Hands by our sides, knees bent, feet on the floor. Inhale, roll up from the base of your spine, one vertebrae at a time, and take your hands underneath you, clasp them together. Press into the floor, pulling those shoulder blades toward each other as you lift and open through that heart center. If it's too much to clasp your hands, just press them into the ground. That's great. That is a way that you can modify this pose. Good. And take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Come on down. Release your hands. Lower all the way down to the mat. Nice work. Now you can repeat that same pose again, or you can follow me through Urdhva Dhanurasana. We're going to place our hands right by our shoulders, right behind our shoulders, and then press into the hands and the feet to lift up to Urdhva Dhanurasana. If this is too much, come down. Make sure to tuck your chin on the way down. If it feels great, then stick with it. Keep breathing. Remember, you can always do that bridge pose, Setu Bandha Sarvangasana again. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, come down, tuck your chin all the way down. Nicely done. Bring your knees into your chest, everybody. Then let's roll up to sit with our legs straight in front of us. Grab your strap one more time. Place it around both feet. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Deep breath. Uddiyana Bandha engages. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Now this should feel really nice on our low back after doing those back bends. Now we're lengthening out the spine. How nice is that? Beautiful. We just keep breathing here and enjoy how it feels to have that long length through our back, through our hips. Good. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. I lingered there a little bit. I thought it felt good. Let's lay back on our back. We'll move towards shoulder stand, but I'll show you some modifications along the way. So you'll need a block with you. Lay down and take that block first underneath your hips. And then extend the legs to the sky. So this is a modification of shoulder stand. Takes a little pressure off of the abdominals. If it's hard to hold your legs in the air like that, grab your handy strap and use it. And you're lifting up with the strap and with the block. So this is a great option. If you enjoy more stimulation, you've got some flexibility through your spine, then let's come down and we'll work through Halasana first. So that's plow pose. Let's bring our legs up and all the way over to try to touch. I'm not going to stay here too long. It kind of changes the way I sound in my mic. So let's take our hands to our back and then lift all the way up into shoulder stand. Squeezing those elbows toward each other, working them toward each other, and feeling that lift. Good. Definitely pressure changes a little bit. We're putting some pressure into our neck and into our throat. So really good for stimulating the lymph nodes and changing metabolism and circulation. Good. Let's take one more breath right here. Inhale. Exhale. Come all the way down. Nicely done. If you've got a block, move it out of the way. Let's bring our legs to the floor. Take our arms by our sides, lift up onto our elbows, and arch your back so that the top of the head touches the floor. This is Uttanapad Padasana. It's going to stretch out our throat and our chest after that beautiful long shoulder stand or hold on that block. And if you want more, you can lift your legs. If you want even more, you can lift your hands. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, come all the way down. Good. Now this pose is not in the primary sequence, but I like how it feels. Let's reach down for the arches or the knees and take a little happy baby. There's a different pose that usually is here. This one's a little more accessible, and we just want to make sure that we're cooling our body down after those challenging poses so that we are ready for our Savasana. It's almost time. Good. Let's bring our feet together, knees open to the side, and just start our rest here in Baddha Konasana. I just have my hands lightly resting on my thighs to help a gentle opening and a lengthening of the torso. If this feels great, you can stay right here. If you would prefer to extend your legs into a traditional Shavasana, then you're welcome to do so. Take whatever feels good to you and enjoy your rest. Ashtanga makes us work inside and out, and rest is very important. So I will wake you up with the sound of a bell. You just enjoy laying there, resting, feeling your body relax. I'll wake you up when it's time. Start to wake yourself up. Rotate through your wrists and your ankles. Point and flex your feet. Stretch your arms overhead to lengthen through your entire body. And roll yourself onto one side in fetal pose. This represents a new beginning, resetting, starting over after doing a beautiful warming, stretching, energizing sequence together. Gently sit up to a comfortable seated position and pull your hands to heart center. I'll leave you with this quote by Caroline Myss. The soul always knows what to do to heal itself. The challenge is to silence the mind. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice today. Namaste.